This dark side of China during the recession will shock you. As the global recession continues to take its toll, the dark side of China is becoming increasingly apparent. From rising unemployment to a widening wealth gap, the effects of the economic downturn are being felt across the country. But what will truly shock you is the extent to which these issues are impacting the lives of everyday Chinese citizens. From skyrocketing food prices to a lack of basic necessities, the recession has left many Chinese struggling to make ends meet. With no end in sight, it's time to take a closer look at this dark side of China during the recession. For so long, China and growth have been inextricably linked that it's difficult to fathom a world without them. China's nearly 2 decades of fast expansion look to be drawing to an end due to a unique convergence of events. The country has been buffeted by the COVID pandemic, the consequences of climate change, and a variety of internal economic issues, ranging from high local government debt to a collapsing real estate sector. The destruction has been recorded. However, there is a massive and poorly understood ripple effect spreading over the world. Countries of all sizes are unprepared for the consequences. In October, China's economy saw a widespread downturn as factory output rose more slowly than expected, and retail sales declined for the first time in 5 months, highlighting weak demand at home and abroad. The world's second-largest economy is confronting a slew of challenges, including lengthy COVID-19 restrictions, global economic threats, and a property slump. In another indicator of the sector's prolonged malaise, statistics released on Tuesday showed that property investment in October fell at its sharpest rate since early 2020. In October, China's economy saw a widespread downturn as factory output rose more slowly than expected and retail sales declined for the first time in 5 months, highlighting weak demand at home and abroad. Industrial output increased 5% year-on-year in October, missing forecasts for a 5.2% increase in a Reuters poll and slowing from the 6.3% growth observed in September, according to National Bureau of Statistics data. Retail sales, a measure of consumption, decreased for the first time since May when Shanghai was shut down. Sales fell 0.5% compared to a 1% increase expected and a 2.5% increase in September. A week-long National Day holiday had minimal effect on consumption in October, which is normally a strong month for domestic travel. In October, COVID infections spread across the country, causing havoc in the pandemic-sensitive services sector, especially the restaurant business. According to NBS data, China's catering income fell 8.1% in October, following a 1.7% dip in September. In response to the poor data, investment bank J.P. Morgan cut its year-on-year GDP projection for China in the fourth quarter to 2.7% from 3.4% previously, while Citi similarly reduced its forecast to 3.7% from 4.6% previously. With exports falling, the property industry continuing sluggish, and the zero-COVID policy likely to last longer than many expect, the near-term picture is bleak. Property sales by floor area fell 23.2% year-on-year in October, the 15th consecutive month, as buyers were hesitant to take on more debt as the economy slowed amid lengthy COVID limitations. China's property sector has slowed significantly as the government attempts to limit excessive borrowing. Chinese property stocks and bonds soared on Monday after Chinese regulators unveiled a strategy to boost liquidity on Sunday. In the latest step to alleviate the liquidity crisis, China's finance regulator announced a notice published on Monday that it will allow property developers to access some pre-sale housing money. Fixed asset investment increased by 5.8% in the first 10 months of the year, above estimates for a 5.9% increase and growth of 5.9% from January to September. Hiring remained low as businesses became more concerned about their finances. In October, the countrywide survey-based unemployment rate remained at 5.5%, unchanged from September. The survey-based unemployment rate in 31 major cities rose to 6% in October, up from 5.8% in September. According to economists, the country is on course to miss its annual growth objective of roughly 5.5%, and according to a Reuters poll, economists predict the economy to increase by 3.2% in 2022. Leave us your thoughts in the comments below, and we thank you for watching. We look forward to catching up with you in our next video.